So I'm just gonna slowly drag this on bottom. Hopefully drag it across the bass's face. Someone lost a little crankbait right here. Found the lure challenge. We're gonna tie on this lure I just found. Back to back, there's another one. Can you help?
I can't get him.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab your arm. Check out that catfish. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another fishing adventure. So this is day one of me trying to figure out how to bass fish. So today I'm at the spot where I caught my very first bass on a lure. It wasn't too long ago, actually. I've caught a lot of bass, but on like minnows and live bait when I wasn't even trying for bass. So today I'm actually going to be out here using lures and trying to catch bass only. So that's the plan. Let's go out to this creek and do some fishing. Get out of here. Fishing pole over. So I brought everything I could possibly need for bass, but I'm gonna start with this flashy swimmer. This is what I figured out how to catch these bass. Right over there down the creek. But of course there's a crap ton of campers over there. So we're just gonna fish over here where it's open. But this guy right here. So I randomly bought some of these paddle tails and then some flashy swimmers. I bought the flashy swimmer for something else, but I threw on this paddle tail and it worked. And then later on I figured out that that's actually how you want to fish these paddle tails. So it literally says it on the packaging, and I had no idea, but I was stoked that I figured that out all by myself. Anyways, let's start fishing. Hopefully catch some bass. See what we can do in this little creek. This is where my bass fishing career has all started. It is a cloudy, rainy day. We're actually supposed to get rain on and off today, so that's why I figured we'd come out here instead of going on the boat. I want to start a series where I learn how to catch bass and learn this lake. This is just a small little creek to the lake. This is a huge lake, and I am new to having a boat where I can go anywhere on the lake. So I have a lot to learn about all this boat fishing in this lake. So that is my plan, just to learn everything I can about it and just become the ultimate fisherman. Of course, I want to be able to fish every lake, but my local lake is a good place to start, I think. Also, at the end of June, I'm taking a trip down to Lake Fork with Okuma. They are flying us all down, and we're going to Lake Fork to go film some videos. But Lake Fork is one of the best bass lakes in Texas, so it's gonna be awesome. And that's also another reason why I want to improve my bass fishing. I want to go down there and catch the biggest bass of my life, and I'm sure I can do it there. So I have a month or so to learn how to catch some bass. Like I said, I've caught a bunch of bass, but it's kind of random. I wasn't really knowing what I was doing. But one thing I noticed, well, this last trip I took, whenever I caught the bass, it was always on the drop. For example, I cast it to a dock and I got a bird nest. So while I was messing with the bird nest, getting that untangled, by the time I reeled in, I already had the bass on it. So as it was dropping, a bass took it. And that just seemed to be a pattern for the entire trip. Every time my lure was just sitting there, that is when a bass took it. Right now I'm just working this flashy swimmer all throughout this creek. Let's go ahead and throw this around for a bit. So I'm just working this different ways, slowly retrieving it, bouncing it, kind of jerking it like a jerk bait, just to kind of see what works. Gotta figure it out, see what these bass want. Man, they have a campfire going down there. It smells so good. And then this guy over here is cooking barbecue or something, whatever he's cooking. It smells amazing. Guys, we're going camping very soon, I promise you. I'm getting all these camping vibes. It's time. It's time to go spend a few days out in the wilderness. Someone lost a little crankbait right here. Man, that's been there for a while too. Alright, found the lure challenge. We're gonna tie on this lure I just found. The hooks are all rusted and it doesn't match the hatch. This kind of looks like a perch, and we don't have perch in this lake, but I'm gonna try it. I have no hopes at all, but let's see what happens. This may be the thing that catches the fish. I don't know. Already feeling the bottom, all the sticks in the water. This thing's getting stuck for sure. The wind direction is right. That's good. I'm gonna cover all this water again with this crankbait and then change to a Texas rig worm. All right, we are now Texas rigged. I'm gonna throw on a worm first. And then we'll probably jump to a crawl after that. All right, there she is. First cast with a worm, so I'm just gonna slowly drag this on bottom. Hopefully drag it across the bass's face. So I have this jig and this paddle tail tied on to my ultralight. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this around, but I'm pretty much just asking to get this stuck and broken off. We've tried a lot of things already and no bites yet. If we don't get any bass today here, I'll probably go get some minnows and head to the docks. Go do some dock fishing. And there it is, stuck on first cast. I knew it. That's a goner. Knew this was coming. Yep, broke me off. Okay. Alright, let's get rid of this ultralight rod. And we'll grab. We got Texas rig, we got a punching rig. Don't need chatterbait, we threw that already. Ned rig. That is definitely gonna get stuck. So let's go to this. We can throw that weedless. The wind's picking up though. The clouds actually look better than they did when I first got here, but it's definitely getting more windier. Alright, so now we have a way smaller flashy swimmer. I think this is a 1/0 flashy swimmer, but I just got a little blue pearl grub tied on there. And it is a gold flasher, so we're out here in murky water, so the gold flasher should do better. These guys next to me are about to leave. They didn't catch anything either. It may just not be a good day for fishing. I don't know. I'm gonna give this lure about 30 more minutes and then we'll go grab some minnows and go fish on the docks just to see how the fishing is today. Oh, we just got the bite. Dang it, missed it. First bite of the day. I don't know, it may have been grass. I don't know, man. That felt like a bite for sure. Oh, look at that. It ripped my grub. That was 100% a bite. Man, it didn't feel very big though. It may have been a crappie or something. Try that again. First bite of the day, finally. Man, that sucks I missed it. Alright, last cast. And then we're giving up on the bass for today. I spent a solid 2 hours out here and nothing. I got one bite. That was it. Let's go grab some minnows and head to the docks. I should have just brought my boat out today. It's supposed to rain on and off today, but it hasn't rained at all. Man, this place is packed. Let's go see what we can do. Got a dozen shiners and 2 rods and nothing but time.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Y'all caught them all, haven't y'all?
Yeah, lots of little sand bass, few crappie.
I've heard the sand bass are coming back, but they're all small.
They are little.
It's not good. We need the big ones. So I fished the docks for about 30 minutes and saw nothing but little sand bass getting pulled up, so I really wasn't feeling it. Nothing really happened besides this kid falling into the water. Can you help?
I can't get him.
Let me grab your, hey, let me grab your arm.
I'm gonna go home.
Thank you.
No problem. For some reason, they ain't catching nothing but little sand bass out there on the dock, so we'll go grab the boat and drop some minnows down and do some more bass fishing as well. Okay, so we're now out here on the boat, and if you look out this way, this is where all the clouds are, but if you look over here, there's no clouds, and it's kind of how it's been all day. The wind is blowing that way. It does say it's supposed to rain in 2 hours, but honestly, I don't think it will. It said it was supposed to rain all day today, and it just hasn't. So we're out here on the boat. There are a few fish under us. Let's go ahead and drop down some minnows. I might actually pick a better spot. I did see a whole lot more fish than these 5 right here. So let's head forward a little bit and try to find the fish, and then we'll drop down some minnows, and I'll probably throw around a chatterbait as well. Let's grab some minnow rods and drop down some minnows. I should have a net. Yeah, I got a net. Look at me being all prepared and whatnot. That's a first. It feels really good to be back at my local lake, by the way. Even though this lake is hard for bass fishing. A local messaged me on Facebook saying that he saw my channel, and he asked me if I was going to enter the bass tournament this week, and I was like, no, I suck at bass fishing. And he's like, if you're comparing that to Meredith, then yeah, Meredith is a hard lake for bass, so maybe it's just this lake. This lake might be super tough for bass fishing, but I still want to figure it out and at least try. See what works out here and start catching more bass. Just trolled over to a new spot and got a fish while trolling. Sweet. Well, a nice little walleye. It's not that nice, it's pretty small. But hey, first fish of the day. It has been a complete struggle today, so I'll take this little guy. All right, thank you, buddy. All right, so we stopped by these trees. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw around this flashy swimmer with the grub. Make it weedless. I heard some fish jumping just now. They might be in there. There's one. No, are we stuck on something? Not cool. No, are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? The second I get one, I get stuck on something. It gets off. No. I don't know. Could have just been weeds, but there's no way that was weeds. I was fighting for like 3 seconds. Then we got freaking stuck. Dang it. Ooh, getting hit. We just got hit twice. Dang it. See, I wasn't messing with it, and that's when they got hit on the drop. All right, we're getting somewhere now with this bass stuff. It may not be bass, it could be crappie or even walleye. With what I'm throwing, these little grubs, walleye and crappie love these things, so it could be anything, honestly. All right, just dropped it down. Already got a little sand bass. Man, this is what I was talking about. These little bitty sand bass have been all over the dock. It's cool that sand bass are making a comeback, but I wish they were a whole lot bigger. Man, pretty fish. In a few years, once these guys get like 10 inches or so, they will be super fun to fight, but right now they're just small and kind of just waste your bait. Ooh. Little crappie.
White crappie?
Yeah, white crappie. Definitely not 10 inches. Oh, is that back to back? Back to back. There's another one. There's a sand bass. These sand bass are gonna get pretty annoying, I feel like.
They do, unless you hook into a big one.
Yeah. These small ones have been all over the docks. That's all you catch now. Well guys, it has been a tough day of fishing. I did not catch anything, honestly. I mean, I caught a few little crappies and sand bass, but nothing. No bass, absolutely nothing, which sucks. I don't know what happened, man. I guess spawn is over and they're going back deep or something. I'm not sure, but I guess we'll try again tomorrow. Hopefully we can find them tomorrow, figure something out, but man, it has been a tough day. I went to Arizona, fishing was great. I came back a week later and nothing but little sand bass. Don't know what happened.